Well, that's my life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm going to start by using this Tartist Pro Glow to kind of prime the skin, get me nice and dewy. It's kind of like what I would go for. So since this is my first video, I thought I would kind of introduce myself. I am a mom of a 1.5-year-old little girl named Ember. I have my husband named Cody. We've been together for 13 years this past May, married for 1. I promise the lighting and all that situation will get better kind of as we go. So yeah, we've been married for a year this past May. We kind of got married on our anniversary to keep that same date that we had had since 2007, which I was in 7th grade. Well, that's my life. That's all right. We'll make it work. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the right shade. Might be a little dark, but we can kind of play with it and make it work. Don't we all love the flattering faces we make as we apply product? So, I was 12 when I started dating my husband. We also have our little dog Daisy. She's a 3-year-old pit bull. She was my literal firstborn. And a cat. We also just got some chickens and a rooster. It's kind of our first time for that. Just grabbing the product that I kind of got on the desk to help blend down my neck, because my neck is always way lighter than my face even, it seems, and my body. So this might be a little dark in real life. It might be actually a pretty good match for my tan skin. I'm gonna go over it with a brush and try to use the rest of the product I got all over my palette. So, sorry if I'm a little awkward. This is my first time. I've been dreaming of doing this for years. Since I was in college. I usually just kind of blend with my blender. This is a knockoff blender, by the way. And I will throw all the products in the description down below. So now we are going to conceal a bit. Elf Shape Tape, or dupe for the Shape Tape, but the Elf Camo. So, how is everybody doing during quarantine? It's funny, that I get all dolled up to go nowhere. But as I said, I am a mom of a very busy 1.5-year-old who is walking and talking and just as beauty obsessed as her mom. So I don't come in here a ton unless I am feeling very patient and very calm. Otherwise, she comes in here and destroys my makeup room. And I am in the process right now of reorganizing, revamping, doing my whole new setup. I got a new vanity for Mother's Day. So I've been kind of trying to redo my makeup room, make it how I want it, set my desk up, that kind of stuff. I'm using the Bare Minerals Well Rested. I love this stuff. It's nice, it brightens. I'm kind of on a makeup journey right now. I always have such a hard time finding foundations that I like, but I do like a pretty dewy complexion. So I tried the True Match Lumi today. I'm gonna use my Chanel Tan Day Chanel Bronze Universal. And I watched a video that Hilary Duff did with Vogue, I'm pretty sure. I actually found the video through Jessica Braun's channel. She did like a follow to see how she had done that. And this was one of the tricks that she had taught to cream contour, was to use her sponge to kind of place the product and blend it out. It works pretty good. I'm always a fan of going back and blending a little something, whatever's left, down my nose. So yeah, like we were talking about with quarantine. So how's everybody doing with that? Is everybody getting sick of quarantine? Is everybody finding nice productive things to do? We have spent a lot of time doing family things, trying to just stay as busy as we can. We're really lucky to live on 8 acres, sharing our house lot with my mother-in-law. So we have a lot of land to do a lot of things with Ember and keep her nice and busy. We try to go outside as much as possible. That seems to be super helpful. My daughter is just losing it out there. I'm gonna do a little blush. I love the Sweet Peach blusher palette. I've been a fan this summer not setting my makeup, leaving it looking a little bit more dewy. So I've been dying to get my hands on the Sailor Moon Colourpop palette. Pretty much since it launched the first time, I had to wait to get it the second time. So, sorry if I'm kind of looking down and off to the side. I'm just gonna do my brows really quick using the CoverGirl Soft Brown. I'm not sure what the actual ultra fine brow pencil. So kind of am on a journey learning to do all of my makeup. I have a few skills that mostly I've learned over the years from YouTube, actually. Watching some of my favorite people like Kelly Strock. I love Meg. Shaaanxo has been a huge inspiration for me. Jaclyn Hill, Manny MUA. Find those people tend to do usually the best tutorials. They really teach you how to do the steps as they're doing them rather than just kind of showing you what they're doing. My brows are quarantine-ified. I've not gotten them done, and I suck at staying up to date with plucking them, so bear with them. They have a couple extra little furs in there. But I will say this brow pencil, actually, I really like. Everybody always liked the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil, which I don't know if the product worked. I mean, it was fine. But mine, the pencil actually broke every single time I used it. Like only after like a few times of using it. So I don't even know if I ever got to really see if I even liked it. Alright. Is anybody else with their high pony? I like when my hair kind of comes to the side, but it never stays there. So I thought I'm gonna try to do a little recreation with the Sailor Moon Colourpop palette. Kind of what Shaaanxo had done. It was so beautiful. And I kind of bounce around when I do my makeup, which you'll see. Kind of go back and forth, like eyes, face. I just go back and forth. I don't typically prime my eyes, but I think I'm going to, just because these are such vibrant pastel-y type tones. I am not sure how well they'll kind of hang around without anything underneath. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, just like the neutral one. I would like to try the Sin one to kind of give some like base sheen to the lids, but all with due time. So what is everybody's favorite brands? I think I would have to say mine. I'm going to start with this Mooncastle shade. Kind of buff that all through my crease with a big fluffy blender brush. Most of my eye brushes that I typically use are from Sigma. I bought them probably 3 or 4 years ago. They still are holding strong. I have a couple more brushes I would like to add to my collection. Mostly looking at like the XO Beauty range. They have really affordable prices for the product that you're getting. And they last, from what I have seen in reviews, a very long time. So I'm kind of just taking this through my crease, my upper crease, almost up to the bottom of my brow bone, just to kind of give an all over base. Blend. Okay. And then I think we're gonna start. So I'll link her video down below, but she kind of just did almost like a rainbow-ish eye, fading into each other. This was my first time doing it, so whether or not it'll actually be good, we will find out, but I have faith. So just trying to pick my brushes. So I think I want to start with this yellow shade. I'm going to kind of take it on the inner corner of my eye. These do have a little bit of shimmer in them. They kind of look like just a shadow with glitter particles. Wow. More pigmented than I thought, I think. So I think I'm gonna kind of keep that on like that inner most of my eye, really packing that color. Making sure they're even. It's really hard to tell when you're looking at the viewfinder of my phone, because that's all I have to film. The next color I'm taking is Tuxedo Rose. It's the next color I'm going to kind of go in a pattern over. I don't know if I'm going to use that purple yet, but definitely the first 3 shades. We'll kind of see where it goes. So kind of taking that and just starting to blend. So I don't play with color a whole bunch, which is funny that my first video you're gonna see is gonna be colorful. So I'm gonna go back, grab that first shade we used and kind of buff my edges towards the top to diffuse a little bit, because I went a little wonky with that. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't typically do a whole lot of colorful stuff. I love the looks that people can come up with, and I love the creativity behind it. I just typically don't do my makeup much more than going out, and I'm pretty much a neutrals girl. You'll see that. I already decluttered all my makeup right before deciding to start my YouTube channel, but I do want to go back through all of my palettes, so you'll kind of see that the theme that goes with most of my eyeshadow palettes. It's like all neutrals, all the same kind of neutrally brown, couple warm palettes, couple cool palettes here and there, but mostly that neutral kind of color tone. This is the Love shade right there. Kind of looks like it has the most amount of glitter particles in it so far, but I'm not seeing any glitter kind of going onto my actual eye look. There is a little bit of fallout though, so we'll have to kind of take care of that, but it's very pretty so far. I'm really liking the way it's kind of coming together, which usually when I play with color, I don't like it at all until I put on mascara. And then it kind of all starts to come together. Anyone else love the little makeup faces that you make? Anything with my eyes, oh my goodness, it's crazy. So after I kind of blend these, I am gonna go back and probably add a little bit more color, but I just want to make sure they're nice and blended before. So coming out okay so far. Coming out okay. Let's revamp that pink to really make sure it kind of shows up in there. Very pretty. Very pretty. Just needs a little bit of blending, but the colors actually worked very well. I always see a bunch of people, like I had mentioned, have their own makeup brands, and they always talk about how pastels and purples in particular are pretty hard to formulate. So I felt like Colourpop did a pretty good job, and I typically tend to really enjoy their formulas and their palettes. So very pretty. I did make the mistake of setting my under eyes and not thinking about the fact that I was gonna, well, that cleaned it up pretty good. That I was gonna be using bright colors and probably have some fallout, but it's actually not too bad. I'm pretty impressed. So now I think I'm going to take that Love shade again and buff that underneath and I might throw the yellow in the innermost part of my eye, because this is very pretty. And I'm not sure how much this really looks like what Shaaanxo did. Hers was 100 times better than mine. And she might have even used different colors. I haven't watched that video in a while, but that was one of the ones that kind of sparked me to want to do on a channel. And I, like I said, have always wanted to do a channel. I remember being in college with one of my still best friends, Chelsea, talking about how I was going to one day have a channel. So this is kind of cool to be starting that step. It's a little scary though, honestly, but it's exciting. So I think I'm going to do some highlighter really quick because I don't know what to do for the shimmer. They're all so beautiful. I'm going to jump back into the Man Eyes or Sisters palette and grab one of these highlights, the Mary Lou, which actually I didn't try until just recently, and it is stunning. So like I said, I did that huge makeup declutter, and I threw together a drawer of all these different products that I wasn't really sure whether I wanted to get rid of. I wanted to kind of test them out before I really decided to get rid of them, because I bought all my own makeup. I've spent a lot of money on it, but I love having a big collection. I love having a ton of different things to choose from, and I get sucked into all those launches just like everybody else. Yeah, so that was in my maybe drawer of things to try and see if I liked, and I do. I'm just going to set my face with this Colourpop Amber setting spray. They did these quite a few years back. I don't even know. I don't even know if they still do them, but they worked really nice. All right. Throw a little Exit in my waterline by Colourpop. You'll see I have a trend of favorite brands I use all the time, and Colourpop is definitely a huge one of those brands. I use their products, I think, the absolute most. Okay, so let's see which color we want to pack on the lid. Like stuck kind of between this little bronze and this pink. Let's swatch them. So Silver Crystal and Full Moon. I think I'm going to tie it all together, and I might even use my finger with this color. I think keeping it pretty subtle because there's quite a bit going on my eyes. Keep it subtle as I just keep packing it on. But it's very, very pretty. I think it's a little less lackluster. I'm going to grab my Max Fix Plus and just spritz my brush. Also, can anyone tell me, I always don't know if I'm doing it right or not, I get my brush wet just mostly on the ball of the eye. Am I supposed to wet, like I was saying, am I supposed to wet my brush before I dip into the shadow, or after I have the shadow on the brush and then wet it? Because I've literally never done. I always do it before, but that could be totally wrong. So I'm going to once again kind of touch up that pink color. I think it's kind of faded into, especially that shimmer we just did. I'm also gonna touch up that yellow. And the shimmer. Just with my finger. so I don't get too wild again. We'll see how this looks. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I stand by it. It is just so beautiful on my lashes. It really helps them curl up and look big and voluminous without even trying, which is nice. Because I still struggle with lashes, and don't worry about that little mascara we got there and probably on my eyelids, because my lashes kind of curl at an odd angle. So typically that's the one thing I hate about big wand mascaras. I end up getting it on my lids quite a bit, but we will clean that up. So now that that's done, I'm gonna do, I think, one more coat. I'm gonna put some brow gel. This is the Brow Gal brow gel. I got this in a BoxyCharm when I was subscribed, and I fell in love with it and have bought 3 tube sets. And I typically don't go through product because I have so much. So, and things stand out to me, obviously, that I like them, but usually those are like an eyeshadow palette that you're never gonna go through. I will say that shadow, the little shimmer that I did, I don't know if you saw, but when I wiped this away, that shadow is just coming right off, which is a little disappointing. So let's touch that up. And go in with one more quote. And hope we don't have that same problem. Okay guys, we are almost done. And that mascara is done drying. So big luminous hair. So I'm gonna keep it pretty simple on my lips today. I've been loving the Hard Candy All Matte Up Nourishing Lip Crayon. This is in the shade 0005. I don't think it has a real shade on it, that's all I see, but it's gorgeous. It's like a Your Lips but better kind of color. I have pretty pigmented lips, so it really is stunning. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be trying to post it to 2 times a week, and look out for my declutter and whatever else exciting content I have. Thank you so much for supporting. I love you.